dinking and dunking the ball.
Quite the opening drive they've put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Another try following the sack. Hits him on the out route. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Connection made to Judy. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Look the hot.
Stroud from the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Fair Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Try the right side with White. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They get 40 on the big hitter. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense up to the line fast.
South.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now lead by 10. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in the spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be Texans football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Oh, Eddie.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 18. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Henry on the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 37, it is caught left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Back to throw now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Throw left side, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Robin. Flash.
1st down, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Finding Collins. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the 2. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Collins got it left side. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down.
Hey, south.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Look the hot, look the hot.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Everly's kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right? 19 Texas.
On play action, here's Stroud. That one's cut along the left sideline. They get 28 out of that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Caught by Diggs. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the gun, Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hey, uno. 11. Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw again on second. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Ow, for tonight. Hey, uno Mars. Hey, south. Tonight.
Stroud from the pistol. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Robin. Slash. Buggy.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal.
12. Tonight.
Collins there to grab it. Touchdown, Houston. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowball.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at App State, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. The give now to White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's second and 11. He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. They'll try and throw it here. Hit some space around midfield. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Here we go, set. At the 60, at the 60. 18, right here. 79 Broncos. Go.
Pass play coming here. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Second and 3. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns lower the deficit they face. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Browns take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. And a poor choice this time to bring it out. They contain him well shy of the 30. In fact, he's out shy of the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
2J.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Love it.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, south. Look the hot. Why, Tony? 19 Texas. Hey.
Shotgun now, first round. Diggs there to bring it in. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
South.
They send the tight end in motion left. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Texas. 11. Hey, uno. Hey, uno Mars.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
All right. Close. Hey, south. Buggy.
Here's Stroud now. Hits him on the in route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Texans football as we start the fourth, and they hold a commanding advantage here. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Hey, uno.
Working inside the red zone. Completed to Collins. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Eight yards to go as they get set on second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans continue piling it on here in the fourth. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Texans take over on his 5th interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Quick, right?
Complete to Diggs out left. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 33-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2J. Look the hot. Why Tony?
Stroud now on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. He's got it to his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
South.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
South.
Stroud off the play fake. Headed out right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal.
19 Texans. Whoa.
And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And in for the Houston touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans tack on 7 more to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans continue adding on to that lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send him left out of the slot. Getting right back to it after that interception. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Here's 2nd and 5. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Levante David. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. That's taken in by Henry. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. Finds him on the crossing route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
First down, Cleveland.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now looking to throw. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Second and 10 now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be third and long. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They kick the running back in motion. They are throwing it again. And they pick him off again. That's the rookie out of Florida. There he goes, right sideline. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Let's go.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing now on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Trying to set this up quick. Third and long for him here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Texans get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, uno.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Ow, Hey, uno more. Hey, south.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, uno. Buggy.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15.
Oh, ready. Robin. Look to hot. Why, Tony.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it's the Texans.